Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Dorita. My name is Dorita. I am Soul Remembrance Activator who support you in expanding your receiving capacity. In this video, we are diving into something so subtle but powerful, contradiction. Many of us carry deep within our nervous system and energy field. The association of family togetherness with the loss of freedom. Isn't it interesting? This whole topic actually came from a big personal realization I had recently, that I realized actually I never really liked attending family events, and I wonder why. And in my processing, reflecting, I understood why. You know, that feeling you show up and almost immediately the questions by your relatives start. You feel this pressure to perform, to give an acceptable answer, to answer in a way that pleases everyone, and maybe even to shut or keep their mouth quiet without a follow-up question or a second question. Can you relate? It's like this unspoken demand to show up in a specific way that pleases the group, pleases the family, expectations, pleases the relatives. We are playing a role rather than being us. To be that nice girl, to be that good person. On the surface, this not interested in attending family events is really nothing major. To answer questions perfectly in order to keep the question short is nothing major. But when you look closer, when I dive deeper, there is a huge power, full influence in the life. This is an imprint that actually shapes the way we relate, the way we receive, and even the way we allow ourselves to be supported. So let's start with how this imprint is often formed. We are told family togetherness is a joyful thing. I mean, when you think of family togetherness, is joyful, is sweet, is happiness, right? But if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes being alone feels more like freedom. Does it feel that way for you too? That you prefer to be alone than attend any social activity, family activity, but you rather just spend that time with yourself? Because as children, family togetherness may not always have felt like love and safety for our inner child. For some, it carried an undertone of following rules. I mean, when you're in family, follow the rules. Meeting expectations, which is like, be the good girl, be the obedient girl, be the obedient son, be the son that brings pride, be the son that achieves better results than others, or be the girl that achieves better school grades than others. Always in this comparison, always in this competition. As a child, there is that pressure, there is that expectation of us from our parents, from our society, from our family. And it all says your choice doesn't matter. Just follow the rules. Just meet the family expectation. Just be good. Just be obedient. Your choice doesn't matter. Maybe you had to go along with a group decision, even when you wanted something inside, when you wanted something else. Maybe the one with the most vote wins. Maybe your preferences, even you speak up, it wasn't acknowledged, it was dismissed, it was overlooked in the name of harmony. Or maybe the most vote wins. It is the option. Let's see which one is more preferred. The one that got most votes wins. I mean, isn't that how we make choices in group setting? I mean, these are the options. Which restaurants we should go? The one with the most vote wins. And the one with the most vote wins, but yet it's not what you want. You wanted another one. You wanted another thing. You want to go another place. And in the name of harmony, follow the group. Follow the rule. You suppress your truth. You suppress your truth. Unknowingly self-abandon in order to be accepted. And your nervous system records that again and again and again, because when it comes to family, we don't just attend one family event in the whole lifetime. We attend family events occasionally, yearly, maybe even monthly. Maybe even we are not in the presence of the relatives, but we are still under the influence when it's being talked about. Can you relate? So, our nervous system records that when we are a child, and slowly a belief is formed. A silent agreement becomes the body's blueprint. A story gets written in our subconscious, in your subconscious, when you are a child. Believe like, as I list them down for you, take a moment to see, do you feel the same? Do you have these beliefs underlying in your energy field? If you do, release it. When I am together with others, I lose my freedom. I lose my choice. My needs doesn't matter. Other people's preference matter more. Think of others first, not me. I'm okay to be second. Why bother expressing whatever I say? It won't be agreed with anyway. As well, I keep quiet. What's the point of letting people know my preference when my needs are not met? Can you see these beliefs created during our childhood experience in family events, connections, interactions, create an energetic split? There is a part of you crave belonging, want to experience the joy of togetherness, the joy of family harmony. But yet another part of you afraid of being absorbed. It's like you long for intimacy, but you got your independence. You want support, but resist the very structures that could hold you, and it means rules, regulation, system. So, how does this old childhood imprint show up in our adult lives? It looks like this in adulthood. This plays out in many ways. It influences how we relate, how we receive in relationship. You might pull back when someone gets too close, fearing that they'll take away your space, your choices, your individuality. So when freedom versus love, your desire for freedom wins. In receiving, whether it's money or support or opportunities, part of you resists because to receive might mean being obligated, indebted, or losing autonomy. Again, when freedom versus more responsibility and duty, freedom wins. Even in community or collaboration, there's a hesitation, a voice that says, if I join, if I work with others, if I partner with others, I'll lose myself. I have to give in. It's better to be by myself. The energetics of all this feels like contraction. It's like your system, your energetic system, your nervous system. When you are by yourself, freedom, you, joyful you. No need to think so much. Don't need to think how would people think. You just by you. But the moment someone comes in, the interaction, group activity, family events, it's like your system tightening. The moment someone else's influence comes near to you, even that influence can be loving, can be supportive, but your nervous system out of defense become contracted energetically, resisting it, not allowing it, because freedom is the desire. And when you are a child, you concluded all those limiting beliefs that if I let someone come close, I'll lose myself. I'll not have the freedom. I cannot be me. And so, energetically contract, tension, not allowing things to rob away from your freedom is your self-defense. And here is the paradox. The very thing you desire to manifest, to receive connection, love, support, overflow, can only expand when we let ourselves be touched by togetherness. When we allow ourselves to be held in a shared energy without losing your sovereignty. It's like we are unconsciously blocking ourselves from receiving what we desire when it involves more than you, when it involves a group, when it involves family. And yet, the very thing that we desire to receive require us to be open, energetically open, heart open, to be in that capacity to hold, to receive. Hence, healing this wound, this block, begin with awareness, your awareness. Recognizing that the imprint comes from moments where togetherness meant submission, not collaboration. Why we so resist closeness and yet we desire intimacy? Isn't that very contradicting? I want to be intimate. I yearn for that intimate, that emotional intimacy, that connection, that love, that acceptance, that approval. And yet, another part of you is saying, no, I want my freedom. You're coming so close, I will lose my freedom. I will lose myself. Energy split. And the truth is, our childhood imprint associate togetherness with submission, which is not the truth. Because togetherness is collaboration. Submission is your choices were not honored as a child. But now you're adult, we are adult. And we can choose to rewrite that. What if we could redefine this? What if togetherness can be a space of co-creation, not control? What if receiving support can amplify your freedom rather than diminish it? And what if receiving expand you rather than limit you? And when you shift this energetic imprint, something profound happens. You stop pushing away the very connections and resources that want to flow into your life. You realize freedom isn't lost in togetherness. It can actually deepen in togetherness when built on respect, choice, and love. So, I invite you to sit with these questions. Take a breath and just gently ask yourself, where in your life do you resist suggestion, support or structure, not because it is wrong, but because a younger part of you still remembers the wound of being controlled, being forced to do what you don't want. What would it feel like if structure that you create now, that exists now that you're adult, actually supported your freedom instead of restricting it? Where in your life do you still equate closeness with loss of freedom? And how might it feel in your body to let togetherness become a source, your source of expansion instead? So in closing, in helping you to see clearly, to connect to the freedom with togetherness, in togetherness, here is an analogy. So imagine your energy is a circle, whole, complete, and free. And up till now, based on your childhood experience, when it comes to joining another circle, so this could be like your family circle, your group circle, a team. So up till now is when you join this team, it means you had to shrink in order to fit in. And sometimes shrink, hide, dim, suppress yourself so much that it's no longer you. And this type of belonging felt self-betrayal. But what if this is not going to be your truth anymore? This is not going to be your experience anymore. What if you are whole, your energy complete, free? Your family, your group energy is also whole, complete, and free. And when you connect with a group, a family, you don't shrink and belong. You remain sovereign and free. And it's just a part of you and a part of the family overlap. So it's overlap. And in this overlapping space is co-creation, is balance. You find respect. You find a third option that honor both you, who is the individual, as well as your group, your family, which is a group energy. So this overlap isn't loss of your freedom. It's the birthplace of something new. Something you could never create alone. Your circle, when you connect in this way, when you start to see togetherness in this way, that is no longer you have to shrink to belong, rather is you remain whole, another person, a group, a family remain whole, and when you don't shrink, you remain whole. You remain powerful. You remain free. You are still you. In this state, there is a new area, co-creation. This overlap isn't a loss of freedom. It's the birthplace of something new. Your circle doesn't get smaller, your entire system gets bigger. And let this be your definition of togetherness. Remember, your natural state is openness. Receiving is your birthright. And so, you do not have to choose between freedom and togetherness anymore. Up to this moment, in order to choose freedom, you resist being together. When you associate the togetherness, meant loss of freedom. But today, after this video, you do not have to choose freedom or together. You get to have both. Walk in both. You get to see togetherness amplifies your freedom. You are not allowing yourself to shrink anymore. You are allowing yourself to expand your system, your nervous system larger. That you can walk in both freedom and togetherness, sovereign, love, supported, and free. And if this landed for you, and you feel ready to dive deeper into embodying your shift, to truly rewrite that blueprint in your nervous system and expand your capacity to receive, then I invite you to explore how we can journey together. You can find all my offers and services and the ways we can co-create together your self-discovery journey, your embodiment journey. And my website, thedoricaexperience.com. With this, thank you for your time and energy in this video. I look forward to connect again with you in my next video, and remember to subscribe if you have enjoyed such energetic transmission and wisdom sharing. Thank you and bye-bye.